out the car for me, sir?
One for what?
Unlock the finger. Spread your legs for me. Spread your legs wide in there. Tell me what though? Yeah, I'm gonna
And 6ix9ine. Ine was arrested by police for driving without a license, having an outstanding warrant, and other offences, in case you missed the news. On the court, there is discussion that they will stop letting him get away with it. The punishment is expected because of the news. He would be in a prison cell as the federal government seized his $2.5 million property and carted away his $1 million luxury cars.
Hey, 6ix9ine, boy, come get your shit, boy.
Lambo got repo.
Hey, I can say I drove 6ix9ine car. I got you. Hold on, I got you. Hold on. Yo, I got you, my boy. 6ix9ine, come get your shit, boy. What the hell? Priority Towing, baby. The biggest in the city. This is a commercial right here. Priority Towing, the biggest in the city. Got you. Ah! Y'all flag him, man. Damn, 6ix9ine.
But did you know that 6ix9ine talked about Durk, who is currently being investigated for murder for hire, and Durk's wife, India, just 2 days before his arrest?
Alright, so you want to bet 10,000 right now that?
Bro,
hold on,
Durk
hold on.
told about some other
We talking about India?
She's a good girl. She's
You met her?
I haven't met her, but
So why you saying she a good girl? Like,
because I hear the drama about everybody's relationship, and I know any rapper who could say something about me and they got a public girl, I could tell you who your girl off when she was mad at you. Like, I know all of that. I've never heard no dirt about her. Just to keep it a beat. Never heard nothing about her, period.
all right, but she gonna be faithful to the trial.
Yes.
Anything after that?
I mean, you never know how it goes. I mean, if somebody, how does it go if somebody's, again, I'm not wishing upon him, but if he gets life, like, how did that go with your girl? She's supposed to be faithful or no?
But after more research, fans understood why the cops were after him. Despite signing his breakthrough deal for $7.5 million in 2017, 6ix9ine owes more than $22.4 million, according to a new IRS statement. Fans have even commented that 6ix9ine was undefeated in that year. There is no denying that whatever he released became an immediate hit. His career took a severe turn after 6ix9ine ratted in his case against 9Trey, but his hit song Goober brought him back to life. But this is when the federal government began to spy on Tekashi 69.
Let me take all this jewelry up. I don't give my old jewelry back to get new jewelry. This is $500,000. $500,000. Look at the diamonds in them teeth. And nobody got this watch. Well, I think like 2 people got it, but if you don't got this watch, we can't beef. Me and you are not in the same bracket at all. If you don't got this watch right here, this watch right here, this watch, over $500,000, why we can't beef? I broke the YouTube. I'm at 5 million views in 1 hour. Y'all can't even get 100,000 views. Listen, we can't beef. There's no beef. I'm the king. Y'all know this.
Flaunting to millions of people. Over time, his brand new diamond watches, chains, and cars deteriorated. The exact watches and chains are now up for sale. In March, the IRS will put most of 6ix9ine's jewelry, music plaques, and expensive bags up for sale, according to a report released Monday. Items of jewelry displayed on the official IRS auction website, while his popular chain of water parks is advertised for $36,000. Bruce the Shark, the diamond, is for $63,000. To make matters worse, they are even selling 6ix9ine's music plaques for $1,000 farther down, which puts his debt in perspective.
Some crazy news. 6ix9ine's most valuable possessions are for auction from the IRS. I mean, we're talking about some of his most iconic chains, even his famous grills. They're only going right now for $1,900. That's insane. We have the jigsaw chain and the spinner shark chain. Those ones price, but we even have some of his bags and all of his plaques are for sale too. Call me crazy, but some of these prices aren't even that bad. Like 10-carat white gold grills for $1,200, estimated worth $3,000 to $5,000. I mean, like, if you're about that flip life, this might be for you.
When this became widely shared online, 6ix9ine would even respond on his Instagram. He would recount, "1 year ago, when I was stuck in RD for 8 months, the feds made a raid on the entire house because I did not report my income for 4 years. They could see that I was hiding and running away in the Dominican. The Fed chose to keep investigating Tekashi 69 for not disclosing his income after 2 tapes were made public, despite the fact that I was unable to leave and fly to the United States." Video taken from a bank vault shows 6ix9ine holding a piece of jewelry that is now for sale and a safe that contained over $1 million in cash distributed across multiple floors. Then there is the famous video of 6ix9ine showing up at his new pad in the Dominican Republic, where he claims to have $500,000 and ordered all the supercars to be delivered. Suppose that tomorrow, the New York King makes a comeback.
The King of New York is back tomorrow, April 15th. Listen, you know I don't address nothing. I'm never gonna address nothing. Y'all believe what y'all wanna believe. That's a half the ticket right there. You got 1 house right here, 2 houses right here, 3 houses right here, 4 houses right here, 5 houses right here, maybe 2 houses right there, you feel me?
Rappers often overlook the digital impact of social media, as demonstrated by Durk, who recently finished "Look on the news and see your son screaming no, no." And that's on top of the record labels that pay you millions of dollars filing their taxes and reporting to the IRS your earnings as they deduct them from their own profits. When his best friend was killed by Durk's thugs, Rondo was reprimanded for shouting.
This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight.
However, having snitched on musicians without anyone knowing and been in hiding for 3 years, 6ix9ine knew this was coming. He made fun of King Vaughn's passing in 2021 in an effort to keep his music career successful. They go inside 600 and Breezy assures him that he will be dealt with.
Iowa Department of Corrections, right? When they say violation, February 22nd, 21, right? What did they do that say, bro? It say I 6ix9ine, right? You feel me? You see they try how much time they try to give me, right? You gonna go to jail. I just went to jail for saying something. Come on, bro. This real. Like, come on. I can't make this up. I can't.
Because 6ix9ine spied on him, 600 Breezy revealed that he had been detained in the county jail. It said, he posted a video saying that he was going to go after rapper 6ix9ine and had a firearm posted on his social media with an extension. But this wasn't the only rapper, as 42 Doug did the same thing.
Did the back and forth between 42 Doug and Tekashi 6ix9ine cause the feds to escalate their pursuit of 42 Doug? I would actually say absolutely yes. Let me explain this to you. March 12th is when 42 Doug was supposed to report to the federal prison. It wasn't until April 29th that the feds actually went out and started looking for him. What happened on April 26th and April 27th? The Doug and Tekashi 6ix9ine internet exchange about starting a boxing.
Doug wasn't berating Durk's twin, Lil Perkio, for spying on 2 rappers, including his whole 9 Trey Street crew, but rather telling 6ix9ine to come clean about some real gang members. For 6ix9ine, this was the final straw in his musical career, leading to his new, dismal reality. Something that 6ix9ine kept hidden from the world until today. A $11 million lawsuit was filed against 6ix9ine in 2018 after it was linked to a robbery. The heist began when members of Kevin Dozier and Zakita Wanza are the targets of 9 Trey and 6ix9ine's scouting and following in New York City. 9 Trey police officers robbed the 2 individuals with their weapons. The whole action was being filmed by 6ix9ine from a neighboring SUV, but ironically, fans on the street simultaneously recorded it on camera. He acknowledged being totally, broke when 6ix9ine's lawyer showed up in court after being sued. My current income supports myself, is the assertion. A mother and 2 children, mom and my brother. In a separate declaration that was attached to the defendant's pre-inquest documents, my accountant, Justin Kuby, is fully aware of my current assets and sources of income, and I rely on him to provide this court with truthful information. I'm struggling financially at the moment, and I doubt I'll ever be able to command the kind of advances I did before my imprisonment, which put a halt to my career. Should the court award the plaintiff's demands for compensatory and punitive damages, this investigation will surely leave me irreparably indebted to the long-term harm and suffering of my dependent family members. Justin Cobb, the accountant for Tekashi 6ix9ine, claims that Daniel Hernandez, better known by his stage name, has a net worth of less than nothing. This proves that 6ix9ine is not just broke, but also just got a record deal. This implies that when being a money-hungry person, he signed every contract since he was only interested in the upfront payment and didn't care about taking a little less to keep some of the money from his music streams. 6ix9ine was spotted on a Spirit Airlines trip as a result of the dire circumstances. On the plane, a fan sent this widely shared photo of 6ix9ine wearing the famous Shy mask while flying in economy to New York. The economy seats for this flight were $80, and he was flying with 2 individuals.